back to my channel. Recently, I had gone on a little vacation off to Las Vegas, and I had documented pretty much my days there and how I continued to live this medical medium healing lifestyle while being on vacation. And many of you watched these Insta stories and were asking me to, save it to my Instagram highlights, but I thought, why not save them here onto YouTube where they'll be easier to find. And so without further ado, here are my Insta stories from Las Vegas. Since I'm traveling and I get a ton of questions about when I travel, what do I do, and what do I pack, and how do I live this lifestyle, I thought I would show a little bit of that today. So just to give you an idea of some of the things I pack dried fruits like apricots, and I take some dates for my adrenals. I do bring my dulse, and then I bring some hibiscus tea to help with my liver. And then I pack all my supplements. Yes, I put the capsules in these Ziploc bags. They're just easier to travel with. And then I take all my tincture bottles, and that's pretty much how I roll. So as you can see, I try to look for celery juice, some juice shop, or what I normally do is I just kind of eat the celery sticks. At least it's better than nothing. And thank goodness I read in the celery juice book that it's not the best, but when you're on vacation, to eat celery sticks instead of juicing the juice, at least it connects you to the celery, and that's good for your body in that sense. So when I'm traveling, I try to make sure that I eat a ton of fruit so that I'm supplying my body with the right amount of sugar because I'm doing a lot more physical activity. And so one good way or breakfast that I like to look for, because sometimes when you go to restaurants, a bowl of fruit is so expensive and it's not enough. I'm hungry. So I try to look for a smoothie shop or a juice shop that will make a smoothie. And sometimes it's just best to find a Jamba juice. It's not the best, it's not the cheapest, but I can get a big amount of smoothie in, and I won't feel hungry. And so sometimes I just kind of use something like Jamba juice to help me get my fruits in as like a breakfast meal, or sometimes it's a lunch. Another thing to be super mindful of is to make sure you drink enough water. Staying hydrated, especially when you're traveling, because there's a lot of adrenaline being released from just traveling, being in a new place, the excitement, and flying. So stay hydrated. I always pick up Fiji water. It is the one that is recommended as the best bottled water by medical medium. So this is the water that I drink. And to make sure that the water is living water, I actually do pack a knife, and I bring my own lemons so that I can add lemon juice to my water. Now, when I'm traveling, I still try to do as much as the heavy metal detox foods that I can. So I do pack dulse, which I'll be snacking on later. And I usually bring my bag of barley grass juice powder and spirulina, but now Vimergy makes them in capsules, so I can just take the capsules instead. And I normally, but I forgot this time, bring my Vimergy wild blueberry powder, but unfortunately I forgot it this trip, so I gotta do the best that I can. Now, as far as meals, I try to eat as much as I can, like I said, fruits, because one, they don't have fat, and two, they have a great source of glucose that will help give me energy. But as far as going to restaurants and enjoying your social activities, I try to stick to salads. Sometimes I omit the dressing or I just ask for it on the side. But that's when I have dried fruit or fruits in the room, or green juices just available because you need that extra nutrition, because sometimes the salads in restaurants aren't that filling and don't have that much nutrition. Now, I also know that I will eat more fat on when I'm traveling, and so sometimes I do indulge, and I, may have gluten-free vegan pizza or things like that. And I just kind of know that, hey, I'm on vacation. This is something I'm in a point in my healing journey that I'm capable to eat those kind of things, and my body is able to process it in very small amounts. It's not something I would eat all the time. And if I was sick, like how I was in the beginning of my journey, I probably would not eat any of those things. But I'm at this point, so that's why I do it. So I hope that my little tips on traveling can maybe make traveling for you a little less stressful, or even you're able to look forward to traveling because you are healing, and that you don't have to give up these activities in life in order to live this lifestyle. It's completely possible to continue to heal and engage in life's activities and still enjoy life. Now, in addition to all of those things that you just watched as how I would go about living this medical medium lifestyle while on vacation, I thought I'd share a little bit of some tips or restaurants that I went to while I was there in Vegas. And the first one that I can tell you that I just loved was Urth Caffe in the Wynn. That place had celery juice, which I actually drank twice a day. I drank it twice a day, one in the morning, and I would go back in the afternoon and grab another celery juice. And so, and yes, the afternoon celery juice, I would wait 2 hours after I ate or drank something, and then I would drink my celery juice. But overall, the Wynn, which is why my husband and I stay there, is because they have a lot of vegan options. Plus, it's close to the mall that's right across the street, and at the mall they have Jamba juice, and Starbucks, which is where I get my fruit smoothies from. And I go to Starbucks and I get the Evolution watermelon juice to help me keep hydrated, since Las Vegas is pretty dry. And you're dealing with a lot of toxins in the air and air pollution, and so you really want to stay hydrated so you can flush out all these toxins and decrease any sort of symptoms. So I do eat a lot at Urth Caffe. There's also a cafe in there. Actually, pretty much all their restaurants in there have vegan options, and so that's pretty much where I eat if I'm going to eat out. Other than that, as you saw, I mainly stick to like Jamba juice, or I'll grab something from that Urth Caffe. Like, they had wonderful salads there, and pretty healthy ones, not too fattening. And I would eat one meal like out, because I knew that I was on vacation, and so I would enjoy one meal going out and pretty much stick to salads. Or at Jardin, which I believe is an Encore, they have a wonderful, delicious fruit platter that is so worth the money. I've had other fruit bowls and things from other restaurants there, and I'm gonna tell you, that didn't fill me up, or it didn't match the price. But the one at Jardin is filling, and it's worth the price, and it's delicious, and that fruit platter I love. So if you're going to Las Vegas, I hope that these little restaurant tips and my little tips that I've shared here can make your vacation a little more enjoyable and less stressful. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.